edging closer to the start of the brand new 2019-2020 League 2 season. But what do the bookmakers think? Well, I'm going to give you an update next. That's right, folks, back once again with another What Are the Odds update video. This time we're going to take another look at League 2, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash the old subscribe button to get you back up to date with all things League 2 related, Blackburn related, whoa, football related. We're going to all hear under one roof. So let's waste no more time. We've got a lot to cover here, boys, as I slide to the right. Oh, bollocks. Slide to the left. There we go. As we take a little look at, first and foremost, we'll take a look at what went on in the month of May, and then we'll bring you on to up to date with what's going on with the bookmakers currently, right here, right now. So let's take a look at it. There we go. So right at the bottom there, we still have we had Morecambe 66-1, red hot favourites for the drop, and then we had a cluster of 3 teams, Grimsby, Macclesfield and Crawley, all 50-1 to go down and join them. Obviously 2 spots up for relegation, I believe. And then we have a cluster of another 4 clubs, Cheltenham, Stevenage, Port Vale and Cambridge, all 33-1 to go down into the orange section, their mid-table crunch clashes and all that kind of good stuff. Oldham and Crewe were 25-1, Northampton and Exeter were 20-1. And then we have a huge section of yellows. This is where it's all at, boys. This is where all the drama is going to be happening. We have Newport, Carlisle, Leyton Orient and Colchester, all 16-1. Then we have 3 teams, 14-1, Swindon, Salford and Forest Green. And then we have the Power 5, Walsall, Bradford, Mansfield, 9-1, 10-1 respectively. Scunthorpe second favourites alongside, and then Plymouth top of the dogs, 8-1. Now that was May. Now some chaos has been happening around the grounds as well. Plymouth losing a couple of big players. They got a new manager in charge as well. Obviously the tragedy going on at Leyton Orient with Justin Edinburgh, which is terrible, absolutely horrendous going on. A lot of clubs losing key players as well. So yeah, so let's take a look at it. And first and foremost, we've got to start right at the bottom there and take a look at what's going on down the drop zone. Morecambe remain red-hot favourites for the drop, 66-1, not budged a bit. As for the other 3 teams, again, they remain the same as well. Macclesfield, Crawley and Grimsby, all 50-1. So they've not changed. I know it's a little bit of a jumbled order, but they've just rejigged. But it's as you were, bottom 4 as you were, no change there. Into the next cluster. And again, it looks to be the same 4 teams, same odds. So not much movement towards the bottom end of the table there. So there's not much drama going on with that cluster. So those 8 clubs seem to be duking it out for those relegation spots, and it seems to be them alone. Then we move into the orange section, and we do have some fluctuation here. Crewe and Oldham remain 25-1. Exeter at 21. Newport now, their odds have lengthened. I'm not too sure what's going on over there, if they're losing key players or if it's behind or staff wise, but something's going on and their odds have lengthened, so they've dropped out of the old cushy yellow section into a cautious orange section. So yeah, it will be interesting to see what develops in there. Into the yellow section we go, and we do see also some movement as well. Big movers there. Northampton jumping from 20-1 to 12-1. Walsall on the flip side have gone from the green section into the yellow, from 10-1 to 14-1. Forest Green remain the same. Leyton Orient, despite what's going on over there, remains 16-1. So their odds have not budged, but they've lost a couple of players. Macaulay Bonne and Karoma have gone. They might have lost a couple of other ones as well. Swindon Town, their odds also have lengthened as well, 16-1. Colchester, they remain the same. They've got a key player out there, Sesmedric, seems to be attracting a lot of interest in the championship. Carlisle, their odds have also lengthened as well. So a big of a rejig going on in that cluster of yellow. A lot of teams in there. Into the Power 3 we go. Scunthorpe, they were second favourites. Looks like we have another. It looks like we have 2. We have 2 new favourites. Top 2 is completely different. Mansfield, their odds have lengthened to 11-1. Plymouth, their odds have lengthened to 10-1. Obviously, I think they've had a switch of managers since then. Scunthorpe, their odds have remained the same, but 2 teams have bested them. Bradford are one of them, and I believe I'm going to say Salford. I can't see Salford, so it looks like Bradford and Salford are the 2 new favourites, and there we are, 15-2, joint favourites. Bradford under the managerialship of ex-Rover Gary Bowyer, and Salford obviously with the backing of the class of '92 behind them, sort of sugar daddying them up to the top of the table. But that is pretty much an update for you folks. That's all I've got really. But yeah, it's a strange old thing. Scunthorpe were, they were duking it out with Rovers 2 seasons back or whatever for playoff push towards the championship. They're there now. Also, Bradford, again, not too long ago, they were knocking on the door to get themselves in the championship. So they've had a big fall from grace. Northampton as well, they had a shitty season last season. Can they get themselves back into contention this season? We'll have to wait and see. Forest Green just duking it out. Leyton Orient back into the Football League again. So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting season this time out, and I'm going to be keeping a close eye on this. So speaking of this, again, this is bookmakers predictions only, or bookmakers odds. I will be doing my own prediction for this league in about 4 weeks' time as we edge close to the start of the League 2 campaign. Will my predictions be more like the odds in June, or more like the odds in May, or will they be completely different? I expect it to be completely different. But it looks like red hot favourites are Morecambe for the drop. That doesn't seem to have budged at all. In fact, those bottom 8 clubs don't seem to have fluctuated at all, if whatsoever. But what do you think is going to happen this season out in League 2? Get your thoughts and predictions in your chat section down below, and I'll have a look at them, and maybe I'll even mention them next time out. We'll have one more What Are the Odds update, and that will be around again about the same time as my predictions go live. I don't know which will come out first. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the thumbs up. But if you do, smash the subscribe. I have new videos each and every day right here on Blackburn Overseas, so make sure you check it out in one way or another. And again, get your thoughts and predictions about League 2 in the chat section down below, and we'll be back very soon with another update. Until then, thumbs up, subscribe. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.